So I just want to show you this house here. This is the house that we're currently in the process of buying. And I don't know whether you can tell from this exterior shot, but it needs quite a lot of work. It's got quite a lot of damp in it. Now what I want to show you is, over a course of several videos, once we move in and we'll do some work on it, we'll do some DIY on it, get some of the damp works done. It's going to take a few months to do all of that sort of stuff, but I also want to be able to show you how I work with a house to make it sort of feel far more like a home. So working with the subtle energies of the place and the space to actually enliven the house and help work with the elementals as well. There's some elementals in here, some earth elementals and water elementals as well, which need some help. So just coming off the roof here, you see the back garden completely overgrown. You can see the old hedge there, and this is looking the other way, up the valley. And those are our neighbours, the sheep. So although it's quite a sunny day today, just over the road from the cottage is a drain that's been completely overgrown. And you can just see the damp on the road. And obviously we have a hill behind us here. So this is the view from the kitchen window. But surprise, surprise, when you come back and look inside, that's all we've got in here for a kitchen at the moment. It's completely empty. That's my stuff on the top there, but don't worry about that. But there's nothing here. And this is the first sign that we see, of course, of the state of the house. The amount of damp there is in the corner here. This looks like it's the main heating supply for the house, for the cottage, which is an anthracite boiler. It's all been switched off, so there are warning signs about that. And this is not a very attractive, actually, as it happens, flagstone floor, which actually is more like paving stones than anything else. But there you go, somebody's put it down, they thought it was a practical idea. Over here in the corner, we've got some quite substantial evidence of damp. And again, it's not for the faint-hearted, and we wouldn't even attempt a project like this if we hadn't have done the house that we're just moving from. But we know how to cope with that sort of damp down here. We'll put some damp-proof membranes in, allow the walls to breathe on the outside. We've got some issues with the window frames as well, so we'll probably have to change those. These old houses, when they're empty, they always look a real mess. But a good clean up will help straight away, and that's the first thing we'll do. This is lovely, lovely floor in here. Anyway, the point is, I don't want to give you a guided tour of this property. It gets quite depressing when you start to actually just show a series of damp walls. I'll quickly show you upstairs though. So coming up the stairs, a fairly major piece of damp there. And this is a room where we've got some fairly significant issues. Over here some cracks. So all of these things can be dealt with in the fullness of time, assuming we've got enough money to do it. There's more damp in this corner, it's quite terrible. And there we go, some more in the corner there, that's just sodden that wall. So we'll see what we do. Now I'll be working with the elementals as well with this damp, so I'll let you know how we get on. And that's the whole point. You've seen the house in its worst possible state. We haven't even paid for it yet. Just having a look round, evaluating quite what work needs to be done. And then, assuming all goes ahead okay, I will fill you in on the energetic work, the energy work, the subtle energy work that we do to pull this house together and to really help us feel part of the land. So there's the overgrown garden, and we're around the back now. Living in a place like this is exactly what I wanted, because it's going to enable me to feel really part of the energy of the land, energy of Mother Earth. We do have an electrical pole here. There'll be some technopathic stress that needs to be dealt with coming off this, but that's not a problem. These things can be neutralised just by intention, communicating with the management and asking that it gets sorted. This isn't a major deal. I could douse the energy field, and perhaps I will do. I'll show you, demonstrate that to you at one stage in a future video. So that's the sort of thing that we're going to be doing, but also working with the elementals of the garden. And we'll put a couple of veggie beds in here, believe it or not, and we'll work with the elementals to really encourage those to flower and fruit. And it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of work. So I show you this really as a taster. The point being not that I'm showing you what I'm up to, the point is it's a teaching opportunity for you guys, so I should tell you what it's all about and I'll take you along the journey with us. So keep tuned.